Belong Dead Productions would like to apologize for the lack of technical difficulties with this episode. This time for real.
Oh, we're doing this.
Oh, we are.
So it's an even-numbered one.
Yes, it is. So, taking that into account...
How do you do? We're about to unfold the story of the Son of Frankenstein.
This one is probably just as bad as his father. Good morning, son.
Well, hello.
My son, you have inherited the fortune of the Frankensteins. I trust you will not inherit their fate.
By heaven, I think you're a worse fiend than your father. What are you going to do about it? There's a monster afoot and you know it.
Well, we warned you.
You've been warned. Welcome back to Frankenstein Minute, the podcast that dissects the Universal Frankenstein film series minute by minute by minute by minute by minute. It's
happening again.
No. I'm Tom Lang.
And I'm Bill Evenson. Welcome back to
Jesus Christ.
Frankenstein Minute. You've joined us for minute, so now I'm just going to start doing it because that's the way I talk.
Please, yeah, well, you kind of sometimes.
Look how you tried to be polite at the last second. You can say it.
I do cut out a lot of stammering.
So you've joined us for our second attempt at minute 78. You won't have heard the first attempt.
So what happened, there were some technical difficulties. Those who tuned in last week sounded like a mess because there were some technical difficulties in the recording. Apparently the max headroom mode was switched on.
Actually, and we had some issues the week before, too.
Well, the week before, I forgot to transport the microphones into the software, so it was just the microphone on the...
That turned out to not be good either.
Yeah, so I don't know. If this turns out at all, it'll be a miracle.
If anybody's still listening...
Yeah, next thing we're going to be recording them on our phones, and if that doesn't work, I'll do it on my watch.
Yeah.
So sooner or later, we'll hit something that works.
And then people... Why can't we hear Bill? Well, he doesn't have a smartwatch, so he's just talking to a Casio
his
or whatever.
Bare wrist.
Minute 78. Let's get down to brass tacks, people.
Yep, let's do it again.
Hard to figure out where to start on this one because where did we leave off? Wolf is pissed.
Wolf is pissed. He's not in a good mood. They come storming in, and
so last week they came in and
well, last week we talked about there's some discontinuity between the acting in one shot versus the next.
Yep.
They're at the front door, and Krog gently says, "No, let's talk about it inside." And Wolf is dubbed in and saying, "No, okay, fine, we'll go inside."
It's not good for me to be able to see the sound thing. Yes, it makes me want to yell now.
And clearly his acting in the visual is more like, yeah, okay, let's go inside.
Yeah.
There's a disconnect there, so they inserted a shot of the villagers clamoring at the gate to kind of bridge the two shots, because then when it cuts to the foyer of Frankenstein, he's hopping mad.
And he's still hopping mad.
Still hopping mad. And Elsa's coming down the stairs. I assume that's like her nightgown and housecoat, big floofy thing.
Yeah. Well, like we've talked about, she don't go outside.
Ever.
She's not going to a fancy dinner party.
No. She's not even outside at the train station.
She's not even going to the grocery store. Oh, she's not even outside of the train station.
No, it's just Wolf standing there, yeah.
She's in the train, then she's in the castle.
Yeah.
She's not even in the car.
She's transported from one to the other. Yeah, this movie isn't strong.
Good for her. She doesn't need to be all wrapped up in all that nonsense.
No, why would you want to be?
Actually, though, I gotta say, if she had come out onto the train station, maybe they would have been a little nicer. Maybe they would have been there not just to meet her,
they might have actually greeted her. Yes,
they may have greeted her.
Because she's very personable.
She is. She's lovely.
And she comes down the stairs looking concerned, and Krog's Madam I, and he's cut off by...
I have it out of order. I have a man is murdered a mile away.
No, well, the first thing in the minute is Madam I.
Oh,
and then he's interrupted, so we never know what he's going to say there, but I think we find out later.
All right, good.
But yeah, go ahead. Wolf bursts out with...
A man is murdered... I don't know the whole line. Let's see. Yeah, you're right, Madam I. A man is murdered a mile away, and then I'm just kind of curious. Is that supposed to be far?
Yeah, I think we mentioned that last time we recorded this.
Well, don't keep saying that, or we'll never get through this.
But yes, I think it's supposed to sound like it's far away.
Yeah.
But a mile, I mean...
Yeah, a man is murdered a mile away. You are the leading suspect. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I don't see what he's so upset about.
It's the perfect crime.
Yeah.
I was a mile away. They'll never think to find me.
I had nothing to do with it.
His cell phone isn't pinging off the tower,
It's
so
not.
I guess fuck it. You can't find. You'll never know.
Frankenstein is a village. They talk about it being, and Krogh references that it's a small village. He's only got a few gendarmes. A few weeks from now, he'll say his job is a sleepy one. So a mile, maybe there's a mile away is far away in Frankenstein.
If you look back at people's diets and lifestyles in the 30s, there was a lot of drinking, there was a lot of smoking, not a lot of exercise. Probably some more gout, probably a lot of limping.
Gout.
A lot of
I don't know why I find that funny.
Liver disease.
Really nothing funny about it.
Yeah, this is getting hilarious. What do you think of cancer?
So you're saying
Nothing
a mile would have been...
Mile would have been a hell of a trek.
Especially
Although I gotta say, that hunchback, he can really move.
He gets around, especially if you're walking in someone else's shoes.
Oh, exactly. In my house, when I was
maybe if you're
growing
walking
up,
in Karloff's shoes, it would really...
But he moves pretty good, too.
He's
We
pretty
can see how he
spry
moves. He's chucking trees around. He's fucking killing people.
50-year-old guy smoking nonstop.
Well, that's very true. At this age, what is he again?
It's like 52.
52.
I think he turned 52 during production.
That's too old.
And, famously on his 52nd birthday, Sarah was born.
That's right. He became a father.
Yeah.
But,
I cannot fucking imagine becoming a father at age 52. It was hard enough at 27.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah. It's not a piece of cake when you're... I was like 34.
Oh, were you? Yeah. No, I was done by 31. Yeah, I was 31 when we had Zoe, and that was it for me.
When this goes out, my kids are still... They're not even adults yet.
No? 17, 16?
Yeah, 17.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear about your kids. This is a podcast about monsters.
Frankensteins.
My little monsters.
And here's one right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's our little...
Don't put him on that thing because you don't know where the microphone is. Maybe he's going to cause trouble.
Maybe that's where the problem is coming. It's our little...
It's got too much crap.
Our little...
Too many toys.
Little Lon Chaney mascot here.
The very name of Frankenstein burst his heart.
And you know what killed him? Yeah, the very name of Frankenstein burst his heart. Now, I guess it makes as much sense as anything.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, we are in a village called Frankenstein, or maybe a country called Frankenstein. The world might be called Frankenstein.
The continent of Frankenstein.
A continent. Yeah, you went up to the next level. I went ahead to
I was progressively.
But not only that.
Well, it's next to the Frankenstein Ocean.
Okay, Frankenstein Ocean.
It's coastal. Yeah.
The Frankenstein Sea. I'm trying. I got nothing.
I'm
running out. I'm running out of speed.
We got 8 of these to do.
But not only all of that, and you have a castle called Frankenstein, but you have a character called Frankenstein who killed the guy. So maybe he's kind of right.
Yeah. As like I said, it makes as much sense as anything else in this goofy movie.
Yep, that's what bursts your heart.
Yeah, and now the
very name of Frankenstein.
Happy little villagers are clamoring for my blood. Blood. Oh, that was last week.
That's a different one. Yeah, the happy little villagers.
Happy little villagers.
So happy in this sense means fucking nuts.
Fucking assholes. Yeah.
It means fuck you. Yeah. It means I hate you.
These aren't the shoe plotler happy villagers. Pre Maria's Death March from Frankenstein.
Yeah, that's true. Michael Mark marching through the village with the corpse of his departed daughter really changed things for these people.
They
were shoe plotler,
they were
loving
happy.
beer. Just give them a couple of bottles of beer and fuck it.
Everybody, yeah. And I don't think the death of the Newmans did anybody any favors either there.
There's that, yeah. No, I'm not saying there weren't also additional factors.
Okay, it was just...
But that was the moment there where things started to go to hell. By that point, Fritz was dead. We probably don't need to go over all this.
Fritz was dead. Waldman was dead.
But no one cared about any of that. No one knew about Waldman.
No, but he was dead.
Yeah.
All right. None of that pertains to minute 78 of Son
Except
of
in as much as the happy little
the villagers aren't really happy anymore. And I think in the next film they're even unhappier.
Yeah. Well, I mean I've said it before.
They blame Frankenstein for their not having milk for their children.
Yeah.
We'll get a fucking job and buy the
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding.
That it's exactly how I was going to say it.
Yeah.
No, that's one of the things I've said about these. When I put it on if I put it on a loop and just run it in the background while I'm doing other stuff, the villagers are fucking always marching all over. There's always torch wielding,
complaining.
But in this case, they're not wielding torches. But
No.
we'll probably talk. Did we already?
We
talk?
already
Yeah,
talked
we
about
already
that.
covered
Yeah,
that.
they've got. He throws his coat, Wolf, and he storms out a shot, but we haven't seen the last of him. You know, it looks like he's leaving the room.
Well, yeah.
'Cause
Well,
he
he's
storms
still
out.
marching back and forth, right? He hasn't stormed off yet, has he? Or has he? Well, I haven't
no,
gotten
I
to
think
that
he's-
point yet. I think he's...
Anyway, yeah, okay.
Well, because I'm still at the point where he says, I'm afraid the Baron is in a humorous mood this morning.
Right.
And so this is when he's still
that's right.
pacing.
He's still pacing.
back
That's
and
right.
forth.
That's right.
And the thing I like about it is, well, I like everything about it, but I like Atwill. He's doing that thing that people do, but people only do this if they're being an asshole, or if the other person's being an asshole, which is I'm talking to you, but I'm really talking to him.
Yeah.
I might be looking at you,
Yeah.
and I might be referring to him in the
It's-
third
it's-
person, but I'm
it's-
talking to him.
It's not really passive aggressive,
It's
but
close.
But it's close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's, obviously being sarcastic. I thought for the longest time, till we did it with the subtitles, that he was saying the Baron is in a humorless mood.
I actually had that, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit like that.
But I think it
is humorous. I've listened to
playing it over and over and over
Yeah.
again. Yeah, it's humorous.
Well, what compounds it is then he says the word again and
Yeah.
kind of stumbles over it.
Yeah.
He says humus the second time.
Yeah,
I suppose
I suppose it does have its humus side.
Yeah.
He,
And
he
then
took he took a page from the Donnie Dunnigan acting school. Just slur your words.
He was practicing his lines, and Donnie said, "Humus." You know what? We're gonna talk plenty about Donnie. The thing is, people, if you don't appreciate, I would hope people would appreciate having to re-record some of these minutes means a lot more Donnie. So we might get a little,
punchy ourselves.
punchy in the next couple of weeks. But right now we got.
Right now we're fine.
All right. Then, in my opinion, Atwill, Krogh immediately changes directions.
Yes, and now he's talking to her.
And now he is talking to her, and he's a completely different person.
And he's
apologetic.
Actually, yeah. But you're not under arrest, madam. I'm merely here to guarantee you protection against any unprovoked assault.
Actually, I like, you're not under arrest, madam.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not under
You're
arrest.
not.
Gotta be honest, you're not even a suspect.
I mean, you could go if you want. You can,
So in that sense, maybe, again, he's still talking to him.
you might want to go back to America, right?
Yeah.
Just shit's going to get real.
Yeah, this is true. If you can get out the door.
Then Wolf storms back into the shot.
Oh, and then he also says, I'm merely here to guarantee
you protection.
protection. Yeah. So he says, you twice. But
It could be
that could be you all.
The you, yeah, y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all aren't under arrest. I'm here to guarantee all
That's
y'all.
how Donnie would say it again.
Yeah.
All y'all's protection.
All y'all's. Unprovoked assault. Monster indeed.
Yes, I really like it though.
Oh,
I
know.
Like if you watch it too many times, which we do, so we maybe can't appreciate it as much from just a performance standpoint. But clearly, Rathbone's timing his pacing to get back right to say
to get back. Yes,
assault, and he does it perfully.
Oh, yeah.
He delivers it perfectly. He's freaking out.
As much as I mock him, and I'm not mocking Rathbone as much as I am the character.
That's a very good distinction.
Yeah, I love Basil Rathbone. The Magic Sword was on Mystery Science Theater last night, and
Nice.
while I was preparing for this, I just had it on. I'm like, he gives a better performance in that than he does in this, I think.
Oh, for
Because it's
shame.
much more measured and it's not as all over the map. Okay, granted, the character isn't as hysterical throughout it as Wolf is, but I think there was a script, so he could measure his performance based on where those beats are within the story, or he can't here because he has no fucking clue what they're going to be doing tomorrow. Or that afternoon, probably.
All right, so there's a lot going on in what you're saying here, and I think I can't disagree with specifically what you're saying. But the end, there's so many different moving parts here.
Yeah.
When you talk about a film with actors and a plot and a script, all those things should come together to produce a whole
to
thing.
the service of the end product. Yeah.
And so what we end up with here is, to me, a more interesting performance than I usually get out of Basil Rathbone. And I'm a Basil Rathbone fan.
Okay.
I love his portrayal of Sherlock
Oh,
Holmes.
sure, he is.
But it's not a dramatic role. It's probably a piece of cake.
Pretty light and fluffy.
He looks and sounds sounds like him.
Yeah.
And so he just does it. He could probably have done 20 of those things.
Oh, sure.
Wait, they did.
They did.
How many did they do? Like 18,
14,
16?
13,
so, yeah.
14,
so they
I
just,
think.
he did that when he wasn't doing nothing else.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
where
a fair assessment. Yeah.
So that's why I look at something like this, and I think that I mean
Okay,
I don't want to overstate it, but this
Yeah.
is probably my favorite Basil Rathbone.
Okay, well, it's my least probably.
Okay, well, say that, but you at least see my point, which is even with all these factors that you're saying,
and
the end result is a movie in which I enjoy watching him and I enjoy his performance.
I get that. I don't
But
get that experience.
I'm waiting for the but.
Yeah, I don't have that experience.
Somebody making
Donna's baking cookies.
cookies?
Yeah,
Oh my
I know.
goodness.
We're putting the house up for sale, so
He's got to
you
bake some
bake some
cookies. That's how it works.
No, it's something for her American Legion thing. So I get none of them. I get to smell them all fucking day, and I don't even get one goddamn cookie.
Well, maybe if you'd served.
I guess I should have.
Those bone spurs,
Yeah,
not so funny now, is it?
Yeah. You reap what you sow. Jesus
Go on for
God.
days.
We're going to be here till 9 o'clock tonight. I hope you got nothing going this evening, because
I've made no promises.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
all right, I forgot now. I was going to say, like, look at his performance in Adventures of Robin Hood, say, or
I don't know if I've seen that. Maybe I should
or
see more Rathbone.
you should, or any of the other Errol Flynn that he did, where he's the villain, and he's very, very good. I love him.
What's the Tower of London?
Oh, he's good he's actually good in that, because I think they had a script and they were, following a logical progression.
And he's working with a director that they work really well together. They've done some really good work in the past.
Yeah, okay, sure. If you say so.
Hey, Mike. It's Mike. Yeah, I'm wearing my Son of Frankenstein
He
shirt.
is, yeah. I almost wore mine too,
Oh,
Mike.
sure.
No, I had it out, and then for whatever reason I switched to the...
Yeah, I almost wore that one.
Oh, well, okay.
Whatever.
The
Frankenstein Minute shirt, available at Redbubble. That's frankenminute.redbubble.com.
Did we sell even one Larry Talbot shirt?
Not yet.
Okay, yeah.
I gotta say, there's something that I find. I wonder if I helped not sell them by putting the wrong picture.
Oh.
I put that kind of jersey shirt.
Oh,
so I wonder
yeah.
if people go, I don't want one of those.
want one of
But you can
those.
get it on any.
As long as it's black, I'm telling you right now, if you order a Larry Talbot shirt...
You can tell it, and I told it not to allow
any other color.
Yeah.
Because it's designed to be on black. It
Right.
only work on
It
black.
only works on black.
All right. You mean it's not safe to leave?
Yeah.
Krog's like, afraid not.
But this is where the next thing he says to me.
The next thing he says is great.
But is there any reason why you shouldn't be perfectly safe here? And it's when he says the word here, or right about there, is the first time he looks at
Wolf.
At Wolf.
Yeah.
He's talking to her the whole time.
But then
it's a very specific and intentional thing he's doing, I believe.
Well, Atwell's a pro. He knows exactly what he's doing. And so is Rathbone, but I think he needs a little more stronger guiding hand here. But
all right.
But yeah, I like how he looks at him. Perfectly safe here, and evidently not, because nobody really says anything about it.
Well, yeah, this is what I have here. Is Wolf just ignores this as he should. This is an overreach from the cop. Krog is overreaching. Oh, is there any reason you shouldn't be safe here? If a cop is in your house and he says that, I think the next thing you should say is
there any reason why you can't leave?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. That's a veiled threat.
It is.
It totally is.
It is. And like we talked about,
I don't know. I was about to say, unless say there's a mob at your gate, then maybe he's got a point.
Then he's got a yeah.
But the only thing is, he doesn't, because he's concealing the point by saying, is there any reason you shouldn't be safe here? Well, yeah, there's a mob at the gate.
There's a mob at the gate.
You can't have it both ways.
And there's a Frankenstein running around.
There's Frankenstein
bursting hearts left and right.
Yeah, the whispering ghosts struck again.
And actually, he overreaches when he acts this out, but I like the line, if one simple-minded villager as much as steps foot inside that door, I'll shoot him like a dog.
I think that's great. You think it's a little over the top?
I think it's a little overdone, but not too bad. No, it's a great line.
Yeah.
I know there was a reason why I don't like Wolf, and it's because he's a dog shooting asshole.
He's a dog shooter.
Yep.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, you shoot a dog, you're not my friend.
And because I don't like to, make you have to use the sound effect, let me just say, it sounds like the kind of thing that our former president would say. I think he may have even said it.
That he would shoot
he would say, if you find any quotes where he refers to a dog, he's always referring to them as like this
the awful
monster.
Yeah.
Which is not how normal people think of dogs.
That's right.
It just isn't.
It's just not.
I before I had a dog, before I lived with a dog,
Yeah.
I wasn't particularly a dog person, but I still wouldn't say something like
Something
this.
like that, yeah. Yeah, you hear that a lot.
Shoot him like a hamster. I'll shoot him like
Shoot him
a
like a gerbil,
like
a
an
hedgehog.
angel. I don't know.
An
Yeah.
angel?
I don't know. What's something completely not shootable?
A ghost.
There you go. I'll shoot
Yeah,
him like a
I
ghost.
don't think you can shoot
and
a
I'll just
ghost.
leave his ass laying there in the doorway until you pick him up.
And you can tell them that from me. Yeah, that's a good idea. They're already mad as hell at you,
Yep.
trying to burst into your house with pitchforks and scythes, and somebody has a pickaxe.
But
and-
it's an upgrade because last week he said, "I'll go tell him myself," and I think we have to agree
That was a
there's no way that's
that was
going
a-
well.
that was a
Even if
really-
he climbs up into the little tower for
Igor-
safety,
Igor's little-
that window's barely
that-
there.
yeah, oh,
And-
no.
yeah, that's true. And Igor's probably there anyway.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
Hey, get out.
Igor.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Hey,
Pardon me.
get
I'm
out.
standing. I'm trying to play my horn.
Get off my property, you! Yeah.
That would be a great scene.
He just keeps digging him. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? You know, he keeps digging himself deeper and deeper into shit. The more he tries to feign this innocence and outrage, the more Krog is like, yeah, you're going down.
I guess you're right. I see the other side, though. I see that that I don't think his righteous indignation is overblown. I guess that's the difference.
Okay.
The problem with all of it is this is almost like a theme for this portion of the movie is that Wolf is always lying.
Yes.
So I'm trying to defend his
lying,
behavior.
his horrible behavior.
That is, but I'm not trying to say he's justified. Only that
That it
he
works.
feels he is. He's not acting. He means it.
Yeah, no, he does.
He's wrong
Yeah.
in so much as probably the best thing would be if the villagers would kill him. That would
Then
probably everybody wins.
Yeah.
All right,
You know,
and then Wolf storms off
Well, he
for
says-
parts unknown.
He says, as long as you won't allow me to tell them myself, and he storms off.
Yeah, he's gone. He's no longer in the
He's
scene.
not even in the room. He's
Yes,
gone.
we'll see where he ends up. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows where he
Anyone's guess. I've never seen him
then-
so violent.
Yeah, that's an interesting
Yeah.
line. But I guess he's violent. That's right. That's
Yeah, I
appropriate.
mean, he's
Yeah.
he thre-
Traditionally, we associate violence with
it's like a physical act.
some sort of
Some
physical
sort of
act,
assault.
other than pacing and yelling.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
yelling.
You know, maybe he's not inclined to yell a lot. I don't know, it's my kids.
He's not name calling. He's not insulting anybody.
My
he's
kids,
not.
when they were little, scold them or whatever, and like, you quit yelling at us. And like, I didn't even raise my voice.
Yeah.
But it's your yelling.
Okay.
It was the tone of voice. It wasn't the
That's
volume.
yelling?
Yeah.
Well, not in my house. In my house, yelling is yelling.
Yeah, well, there were times it would reach a point. It takes a lot, but
Yeah. I don't know why we're talking about that.
No.
Anyways, not violent.
Yeah.
Never seen him so violent.
never seen him so violent.
And of course,
Except when he shit on the desk at his previous job when he quit.
that was a kind of violence. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
That's
say-
the
I would feel like
prosecution would
if
agree.
somebody did that to me, if you got up on this desk and shit on it,
You would
I
consider
would
that an act of violence. Well,
Well,
that's
certainly an act of aggression.
kind of alpha, I guess.
yeah. This aggression will
Little
not
much.
stand.
There you go. Well, yeah, very similar. Shit on the desk, pee on the rug. Same kind of deal.
Same thing.
And of course, Krog then turns to the good lady of the house.
Good lady
and says
Frankenstein.
what you say to the good lady of the house.
Madam, last night I missed my dinner.
Oh, no.
And this morning I've had no breakfast.
Oh, my
Now,
goodness.
do you think... ...
To me, this is a sexist and a product of its time that he says this to her.
Maybe, but he's not going to say it to Wolf because Wolf's completely off the rails and no one else is around.
No, I
You
was
know-
going to say comma, but yeah, it also
Yeah.
seems appropriate in
Yeah.
this situation. He's also not asking her to cook anything because this is the Baron. This is the
The
Baroness,
Baroness.
and so she's not gonna.
Oh,
she's not gonna work the can opener.
No. She doesn't even know where the kitchen is.
Yeah, she's not allowed in the kitchen.
Yeah,
That
you stay in the
Benson.
dining room
Fucking
and the
Benson.
bedroom, and that's it.
Well, let's see. No. Later we see her in another room, but I think that's a
the
special occasion.
Special, yeah.
Okay, so the other side of that is he's trying to get rid of her.
Yeah, he's trying
So
to get
he
rid
might
of
be
her,
telling the truth. We
but
don't get to find out.
We don't know, but yeah, that's very true. He's trying to get her out of there so he can address Wolf
Yeah, wherever
one
he
to
is.
one, wherever he went.
Yeah, wherever he ran
We're gonna
off
have to
to.
look for him throughout the house.
Yeah,
but-
it shouldn't be too hard to find him. It's only a giant castle with secret passageways.
Yeah,
and,
so-
well, we don't wait.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
How hard? And Elsa says, certainly, I'll order some at once. if you'll,
Right.
she gestures towards, I assume, where Wolf went.
Well, now this is I think it's
Or do
one
you
of
think
two
it's
things.
do you think it's something else?
She's either saying half the time I watch it, I think she's about to say, "If you'll excuse me," and he's being so polite. He's saying he won't even let her finish.
No,
don't even
don't
ask
worry.
for my
Yeah,
yes. I just appreciate what you're doing and thank you. But I think you're also right because she does lift her hand. Her
She
right
lifts
hand,
it and kind of
and point
gestures
towards
the
Wolf,
direction that Wolf went.
wherever Wolf is.
Wherever he is. And if you'll calm him down or
Yes.
reason with him or
Yeah,
something
I will
to that.
I will bring
I'll
you
give
the
you-
best
oh,
breakfast.
You could get filet mignon
For breakfast.
if
Yes.
you'll just get him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Because I can't.
if you'll hit him with something. Maybe your arm. Oops. Yeah,
Pops
there you
it
go.
out of its
There you
socket
go.
and uses it as a cudgel. I don't get to say cudgel enough.
No, I know, right?
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate.
It is.
Like at work yesterday, it didn't come up at all.
Yo, all
Maybe
week
that's
in
a
fact.
function of my job. Maybe I got a shitty job. But
Yeah,
the
or you
word
don't
cudgel was
get
not
to
used
cudgel
just
anyone.
once.
You might want to reassess your career
I think so. Or my lifestyle generally.
If you can't cudgel people on
I'm
occasion.
headed to Cudgels R Us. on the way
There you
home.
go. Krog puts his hand up and kind of bows.
Stiffly, as always.
Yes.
Bows, yeah,
Bows,
bows around. I was gonna say nods, but it's like a
It's
bow.
like, you know, it's a thank you, but it's also I got this.
It's an interesting thing to me because he's got a very stiff nature about him, and a lot of that is related to his
arm.
handicap. Or
Yeah.
what's the right word? Is that
Disability.
that word? Disability. This one doesn't work. He doesn't do anything with the arm.
No.
It's just he's just stiff
He's just
because
stiff
he's
as
formal.
Well, I
or
think
just-
because he's sweet on her and he's kind of shy about it. So no, I don't.
I like it though, but
I think
this
he
is
is.
a
I
theory
think- I
we've
think he
explored.
is.
Sure, I
I
don't
think
think
he
he's.
is.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, he wouldn't. He as soon as Wolf's gone, man, he's there.
Yeah,
to
he's
swoop
smacking.
Swoop in. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, he
was
is.
macking within seconds. Well, I'm off to the lab, dear.
Yeah.
Ding dong. I don't have a. Didn't get the bell yet.
No.
Cut to
He
the
bows. She exits.
lap dissolve.
No.
Oh no.
No.
There's still more to go.
Krog approaches the stairway that's behind him, and
Yeah.
the camera pans, and there's Wolf posed. It makes me laugh. It made you laugh
Yes.
when we watch it every single time.
Yeah, he's at least 18 inches away. He stormed off
Yeah, and he's
to like
he's
the
like a foot
edge
and a
of the
half.
guy's elbow. You know, he's
Yeah.
and he's standing there.
He's standing there like he's in a silent movie. You know,
Okay,
he's like
you mean just because it's exaggerated?
Yeah, it's in this exaggerated pose that you'd see like John Barrymore in a film from 1924.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, it's not good.
It
I don't
looks
think it's
silly.
a good idea.
I referenced Misha Auer when we talked about it before, and you didn't know who he was.
Still don't.
Have you seen My Man Godfrey?
I don't think so.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. He usually plays like a foreign, kind of a hanger-on, kind of, and that's what he is in, I think he's in You Can't Take It With You as well.
Okay.
In a similar role. But you'd see him posing like that, and it would be for a laugh.
Yeah, this is almost like it's for a laugh.
It almost looks like it's deliberately, I don't think it's supposed to be.
Yeah, no, I don't.
But it
was-
certainly gets a laugh.
Yeah, and I think it's bad. I don't. I want to say blocking. Oh, it's just bad blocking.
Yeah, because there's no cut. The camera pans
Yeah.
as Krog basically just turns around, almost bumps into him because he's right directly
Right
behind
there.
him.
Yeah, it's like old TV shows where they're all crammed together.
Well, yeah, because the set is 10
Yeah.
by 12.
And this set is definitely
This
not
is,
that.
no, it is not.
This
It's
is-
the entire soundstage,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. There you go.
And then
minute ends.
minute ends on that.
All right. So another thing. What?
Well, let's go quick before we. Did you remember if we got any more questions for these?
So that's what I was just gonna say. I think we might have. If we missed one, it's possible we could miss one. So we've already talked about how we had to redo this episode. So I tried to go back through my notes and don't want to miss anybody, but it's entirely possible. We had addressed someone's question on got any more questions Wise asked, and I forgot about it.
Okay.
And so if that happens, I don't know. Let us know.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
If we didn't answer your question.
So what my thought is that I would that we would talk about. Well, are you ready for the sound of the fucking hat
Music and the
the
bellowing.
mortarboard?
Any more questions, Wise ass? Here we go. Did we ever get a picture of this to put up?
I took a picture, but I never put it up.
Put it up. Oh yeah,
I'm lazy.
It had the Larry Talbot shirt in it as well.
All right, so
That
we have a
nobody
comment from it's a comment maybe rather than a question. From
Got any
someone-
more comments?
Got
Wise
any more
ass?
comments? Wise
So
ass.
the
This
new-
is a new section that we're doing. I have new theme song.
It's all new.
It's
I need
on
a
the-
different hat then.
It was
Too.
on the classic horror film board from Dino ST, whoever that is. He's jumping around a lot on our podcast because he fell far behind. He's rewatching the movie and he has things to say about certain parts. I should just be reading this. I'm jumping around a lot on your podcast because I fell far behind and now I'm rewatching the movie and have things to say about certain parts. I feel like you two misinterpreted key moments in this minute in particular. Now this is from minute 58.
Okay.
So that's why we're doing it now, as I figure we got some. That's a while ago.
That's a ways.
That's a year ago.
20 minutes ago.
Yeah, so that's
20 weeks.
4 or 5 months ago. Yeah. He says, I've always felt that the Smonster's dumb V8 slap, which follows his scrutiny of Wolf's face, means this guy looks really familiar. Could he be? No? The guy who made me is long dead. I know Rathbone looks nothing like Clive, but this movie isn't big on logic. I like this.
That's a good theory, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree, but it's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, I don't agree,
Yeah.
but I like it.
I like it. It's an interesting.
You're wrong, but I like it.
Yeah.
All right, the next bit of business.
This is still Dino ST.
This is still Dino ST.
Whoever that is.
Whoever that is. He says, the business with the rope may be one of the most inane pieces of business in this whole series. It's there just so the Smonster can inadvertently hook his arm on it and spin towards the mirror, catching sight of himself. For the first time? Yes, you're right. Presumably he doesn't remember what he looks like. I know, but I just said he remembers what Henry looks like. Kind of. But remember what I also said about this film's logic. Okay, so there's a
and
bit
that
to
I
unpack
completely
there,
agree with.
and I do actually agree with, especially the rope.
Yeah,
just the idea of the rope is
dumb.
terrible,
It's
and he's right. If we didn't say so,
Yeah.
apparently we didn't say so. Yes, that's why the rope's really there.
No, I think
is so
we
you can bump into it.
I
which
think
is
we
dumb.
talked about that because I said that they made the big deal about the rope being there with Wolf running around for 5 minutes, opening the trap door and all that. They established the rope being there.
Well, then there's also
and it's completely stupid.
I just realized we have another comment. We're gonna
my
talk
God.
about that next week.
Okay.
All right, we got
also
our
from-
work cut out for us.
Also from this mysterious
this,
Dino
it's a different
ST.
guy.
Oh, okay.
So this will be good.
All right, good.
Thank you for writing in. You've won a stack of. We've chosen your wise ass question.
We have these. We could.
Yeah, sure.
Some of our favorites
Oh
here.
wow!
We could give
Snake people.
Snake people and House of Evil.
I'm still. All right. So people who aren't patrons.
First of all, why aren't ya?
First of all, why aren't you? You get your episode on Frankenstein Thursday, and you tell all your friends.
And you might, if we get around to it, get to hear the previous recordings of these next 3 minutes, unedited with the stutters and skipping and all the technical difficulties.
You would, if you were a Patreon this week, if we do that, which I guess now we're committed.
I think we're committed.
You'll get to hear an episode that we haven't bothered to listen to.
Yeah.
So that's how good it is.
That's how good it is.
That's what you get. But also, just to reiterate, I really did enjoy watching those crappy old Mexican Boris Karloff movies.
Yes, we did.
We joked about them and how crappy they are until we sat down and watched them, and
they're
all fun.
Yeah.
I liked them all.
Yeah, so that
I mean, some are worse than others.
Yeah.
They're all bad.
They're all
I guess,
they're all bad, but they're
really
not
that bad.
They aren't as bad as what I had been led to believe from decades of reading about these things and not having access to them until recently.
But we don't want to say too much because you people didn't pay.
So fuck you.
So fuck it. We also give our assessment of Boris Karloff's guacamole recipe.
Yeah.
And Patreons received a copy of it, but it's pretty easy to find.
It's pretty easy, yeah.
I just found a post on the internet.
Yeah. I've had it for years, that recipe.
Yeah, it's
good.
Oh, this is a good one. Tim Duncan.
Yes.
In addition, being a Monster Kid when I was a kid, I was a phenomenal Fantastic Four fan, so I feel especially qualified to say Tom is right. That last Fantastic Four movie was
Okay.
and then there's a
But
comment
there's a
on
comment,
that.
yeah.
Do you want to go there?
Yeah,
too?
no, let's go there. 'Cause
John Hazard replies, I like the idea of them traveling to another dimension rather than into space. That way you could get right into the negative zone stuff. I wish the MCU could take that bit, but besides that, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I've always been a Fantastic Four fan.
Oh, yeah,
I was a Fantastic Four
yeah,
fan as a kid.
yeah,
And
yeah.
stuff about the negative zone, I gotta think it's in Fantastic Four number 6. I mean, it's like it's part of their history.
Yeah, I came in a little later than that. But
Later than that, but yeah.
it is very much.
You
a part
buy
of
those
it.
anthologies that
Absolutely.
You've
It
been
is-
able to buy them for decades.
Yeah, it is absolutely part and parcel of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have to agree with both of them.
Okay.
'Cause first one agrees with me. Oh, of course.
Always a
he
good
is our
start.
greatest fan.
Yeah.
The best fan we have.
Yep, he's number
Tim
one.
Duncan
He
is our
won.
number one. Well,
Do you hear me? I've never seen a Fantastic Four movie.
oh,
I've still never even seen the Roger Corman one. I've dipped my toe in a couple of times, but nobody able to convince me that I absolutely have to watch any of them.
you don't.
They're just all terrible.
Well, no, because I would say the ones with what's his name, Michael Chiklis as the Thing, and Jessica Alba or whatever.
Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. Yeah.
I mean, they're okay.
Yeah.
They're
Maybe I should
but
watch
they're very B-list compared to what Marvel was starting to do with the other stuff at the time. Certainly compared to like Spider-Man,
Right.
Raimi's Spider-Man, which was
At that time, Raimi was man, and I think the
Yeah.
X-Men. Yeah, obviously
X-Men
was-
were a thing.
Probably
and
X-Men 2 and 3 by then.
So yeah, compared to other stuff,
Yeah.
it wasn't the Marvel Cinematic Universe yet.
Which it will be, right? We're all expecting, and it's even been announced that there will be a Fantastic Four.
Yes.
And that's great if they use that guy from The Office. You know what I'm talking about? The guy from
John
The Office.
Krasinski?
He
Yeah.
played Reed Richards in a Marvel film,
Yes.
but it's part of the multiverse and all.
No, I like him a lot. I liked he made a couple horror movies.
Yeah, they're very well
that I really
done.
liked a lot. So sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the two with that cast. But they're still. I mean, they're fun. They're entertaining. They're more fun for me than those shitty Chris Nolan Batman movies.
Oh my goodness, really?
They're not better films. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
They're very mediocre. But I'd watch that over Batman Begins. I'd watch an hour and a
Batman
half
Begins is
of
okay.
unexposed film, I think, before I'd watch
Batman
Batman
Begins okay.
Begins again. Because it takes like for Batman to actually begin.
So my thing is like we're talking about here, Fantastic Four, and it being a part of. Okay, so I guess I can only speak for myself. Fantastic Four was a huge part of my childhood.
Yes.
That's what I was attracted.
Yeah.
And they fucked it up repeatedly.
Yeah.
They put that fucking robot in the cartoon when I was a kid.
You know why that is?
Oh, it was the Human Torch too close to some DC character?
No. Because by then it was well established. It had been a different Human Torch in the 40s. So this was the creation. No, it was because the rights to
he
that
and
character.
Namor and Captain America were the invaders.
Yeah. No, it was because the character were bought for a TV movie. So they could it.
That sounds familiar now.
And the story I'd always heard is, well, they didn't want kids setting themselves on fire to be the Human Torch, which seems absolutely preposterous.
Sorry, it's an actual fun Saturday Night Live sketch.
Oh, is it?
Dan Aykroyd.
Oh, is it?
You know the one I'm talking about?
I don't recall.
He actually, he's trying to explain these Halloween costumes.
Oh.
And one of them is the Human Torch. You put this bag over your head, or maybe you just pour. Yeah, it's an actual Saturday Night Live sketch from the 70s.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I had assumed. And then, Star Wars was big, so they put this fucking robot in it. I watched the first one. I'm like, done.
That robot was bad.
That was bad. And he had like that squeaky cartoon kind of voice, chipmunkies, and it's terrible. And then I don't think the Torch movie ever materialized. I'm seeing an ad for it, but never ever seeing it play.
Interesting.
What happened there?
I think that happened to one of the Captain America movies. There was a Captain America movie where they put ads out and did movie posters, and then it never got a theatrical.
It never got theatrical. I have the Blu-ray of it. It's not bad.
Is that the one that has
J.D. Salinger's son?
Salinger's.
Yeah, he's all right.
So we've talked about Red Letter Media. They do, they do a number of different things on YouTube, and one of the ones is they'll watch 3 movies and talk about them.
Right.
And one of them was they did 3 Marvel movies. They did Captain America, the movie Supergirl and
Well, let's see,
Roger Corman Frankenstein. They
Supergirl's
did it in order.
Not
Supergirl.
Marvel.
Did I say Marvel? I meant
just
whatever.
Okay.
But the girl, Captain America, and then Roger Corman's Fantastic Four, and they were surprised because the budget goes down, but the quality goes up.
Yeah.
Like Supergirl, they just trash it. But the one thing they say about that Captain America is it's an actual running gag in that he keeps stealing the car. He'll be like, "Oh, we need to go over here," and then he'll steal the car.
Yeah,
like that's his
it's
skill.
deliberately funny though. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what does it have to do? Does it have to do with
Nothing to do with Captain America.
It's just the way it
There's
is.
an idea some writer had, like, we'll just throw it in there.
We'll throw it in the
To
camera.
say it is way better than the 2 or 3 TV movie Captain Americas that were on the heels of the Incredible Hulk show.
Oh yeah.
They were just fucking awful.
Well, everything was then.
Wow.
Fucking everything was awful then.
Yeah. No,
Like
you know.
Star Wars Holiday Special was around that time.
I would say
nobody knew what the
I'd
fuck.
say
they
Wonder
were doing.
Woman, the first season anyway,
Actually, Wonder Woman
captured the spirit
there's
pretty
some quality.
good.
Yeah,
And
true.
I'm sorry, Linda Carter outfit. Here's
Here's the
I
thing
was
that
going
I
through
find
puberty.
fascinating.
I was going
Is
through
Linda
puberty.
in
was
that
on.
outfit now?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen her? She's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Absolutely.
She's
Yeah.
gotta be 80.
No, I was going through puberty when that was on, and
Yeah.
the family watched it. Except I watched it.
Oh, I see.
Why don't you come out here and watch this with us? No,
I can see it.
It's fine.
I can see just fine in here.
Fine in here.
I felt like that entire spectrum of comic book stuff was
it's
low quality.
20 after 12, when we have 2 more to do.
Oh, God. And so,
But anyway, yes, I agree.
Fantastic Four was a favorite of mine, and I feel like I'll never have to work pretty hard to get
do it
me on
justice.
board.
Yeah. I like I said, the 2 are enjoyable. The 3rd one was a piece of shit. Corman's is better than the last one.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Follow us on Twitter.
Red Letter Media.